This is Tea Time with a Medium, a podcast about wellness, healing, and communicating with the afterlife. Brought to you by Angeline Young, broadcasting positive and upbeat insights on life after life. Hello, gentle listeners, and welcome to Tea Time with a Medium. I'm Angeline Young, your host. In today's show, I share 5 things to expect when you request a difficult loved one in spirit. So you've come to a mediumship reading and you really want to hear from someone that you had a difficult or challenging relationship with. This could be a parent, a grandparent, maybe a spouse, or a child or a sibling. Maybe you had a really difficult relationship with your dog who chewed up all of your furniture and your shoes, regardless of who you come to request to connect with. So what is it that they have to say to you? What can you expect to hear in a mediumship reading when you come to request a difficult loved one in spirit? Number 1, your loved one steps forward with their personality intact. If they were funny, they'll come forward with jokes. If they were sarcastic, you will recognize them. If they were a person of few words, but when they spoke, it really drove the point home, the essence of your loved one's personality will translate. They will communicate through their own innate energy, personality, vibration, so that you will be able to accept that it is them and confirm that it is, in fact, your loved one. Number 2, narrative. Your loved one with whom you had a difficult relationship with will step forward to share their narrative. They do this to be loving. They do this to explain their history, their experiences of their upbringing, their parents, their childhood, the stresses that they had in their job, what it was like bringing you up, what it was like maybe not bringing you up. They share their story because it has value to you. It helps you to understand the bigger picture. It helps to pull you out of your experience, just your experience, so that you can see the larger picture of your journey, so that you can understand to a greater degree at a much broader scale what happened. Keep in mind that when they come forward with their story, they're not trying to evade the subject of what they did. They're not trying to vindicate themselves or trying to pretend that nothing happened. They're going to the origin point of where their behavior started. I have seen that these stories will help the sitter. The sitter is the person who comes to the reading to connect with their loved one in spirit. These stories often help the sitter to move on. Number 3, memories. Your loved one will step forward to share cherished memories that they have of you. These will be specific events that you shared together that were positive and uplifting. The reason why your loved one steps forward to share these memories with you is to remind you that you are unconditionally loved. It's also to remind you that people are complicated. When you are here in the physical form, in the physical world, you are here to learn, to evolve, to discover, to uncover, to amplify, to figure out what is important to you and what isn't important to you. These cherished memories are events and moments that help to reinforce the things that matter. So Spirit steps forward to account for these beautiful memories that they have had with you, to remind you that you are cherished and that you are unconditionally loved. Number 4, acknowledgement. Your loved one steps forward to acknowledge what happened. They will acknowledge what happened, what they did to you, to others, how their decisions and actions produce the consequences for what you went through and what you are still processing now, or what maybe you processed in therapy or processed privately through journaling. They want to make sure that you know they are aware of the consequences of their actions. This acknowledgement will extend to praising you on where you are now, how far you have come. In an example, I had a woman step forward to connect with her late husband. He acknowledged that after he passed, he witnessed her go into therapy, and he praised her on how far she had come, because that relationship was not easy for her. She didn't start therapy until after he passed, so he was very aware of all the work, the effort, and the investment that she was making in moving on. So acknowledgement is something that your loved one will step forward with. Despite that you had a difficult relationship with them, or that they had a challenging personality, they always step forward in unconditional love to be respectful of your perspective, your experience, and the pain that they've caused you. Number 5, apology. Your loved one can step forward with an apology. They can step forward to let you know that they are aware that they hurt your feelings, that they made things difficult for you, that they created the conditions for your struggle. Know that apologies are possible. Know that your loved one, upon crossing, receives a soul review. They are able to watch the movie of their life, to process their choices, their actions, to see the larger ramifications of what they did. Their apology is prepared ahead of time. Spirit prepares what they are going to say to you before the mediumship reading begins. They know your current psychological, physical, emotional state. They know what you are ready for. They know what you need. So they will absolutely prepare what they're going to say to you before you come. Everything in a mediumship reading is prepared for your healing, to set you on your highest path, to support you in your growth. I have so much respect for those who come and request to connect with loved ones who were extremely difficult to deal with, or with whom you had a challenging relationship with, because you have done the work that's necessary to come and be open to this experience. I promise that Spirit comes prepared, knowing what you need, and I come prepared to deliver that to you. I hope that was helpful for you. You've been listening to Tea Time with a Medium, brought to you by Angeline Young, broadcasting positive and upbeat insights on life after life. If you'd like to collaborate with us, or if you'd like to hear us cover a topic of interest to you, we'd love to hear from you. Give us a call and leave us a message at 520-789-6248. Whenever you're ready for a spirit connection, visit us at angelineyoung.com. Remember, be yourself, seek the truth, and the path will unfold before you.